It is exciting. No, really, this is gold today. You're lucky. Everything's going on today. Look at this image right here with the was this Atlantis. Right here, you can see a line going into the A. You can see it coming over here by the donut. You see another line. This is Google Earth, right? I was working with Creation in the Universe, and he did me this honor, did a great video, and I don't know where he got this image from at first. I looked it up. Use the Google Lens or whatever to look up the earliest version of this image, and I used lens.google.com, I guess. I don't know. You just right click on it and it opens up. Find source. And the first one that came up was this conspiracy of cartographers. And I checked out the website real quick, and I think it's maps without sea level rise. Not sure if it's like LiDAR or what, honestly. Oops, let's turn that off before I get into the next song. I love that one, right? No. So on that one, there's a bunch of images of the Richat structure. And this one I find absolutely incredible. We're going to talk about it. Let's quickly look at satellites.pro, which I guess is the Apple. You can see this line here. And you see how it kind of goes across this river. I think that's important for what I'm about to show you. Also, you see the river, there's a big river, but you also see a small river, and you also see this line going right across that top part. I don't think that would be very effective, but I've been looking at a different line for a while now, which is up here. And I never really thought a lot of it because it didn't make a lot of sense to me, but now it's starting to make a lot of sense. We've got the donut right there up above. I like how Creation in the Universe also showed this new image with the donut in it, and talked about that. I've been there before, and I always thought about if I had just gone a little farther, I could have gone down to the other side. Look at the line right there. Look at the line right there. You see it in his video. You can see it. You might want to go ahead and subscribe to Creation in the Universe. Check out a lot of his shorts. They're great too. And subscribe. It's very easy to find. It's Creation and the Universe. Not and, but N. But, you know, you'll find it. Just search it. I got a bunch of stuff. What is this? Do I want to look at that? I'm kind of lost right now. Anyways, I've been looking at this line for a long time. And I always said that perpendicular lines that come from rivers are suspect. And you can see how it kind of goes across there to the other side. See that? And you get other lines that, you know, I'm not going to say that's not a river. It is like a little creek or something, but it's perpendicular. So I question whether or not it started out as some type of mining situation. When you see that in bigger scale, I really think it's a mining situation going on. They're doing placer mining. They're starting at the wall. They're digging straight in, and they're grinding up material, and they're getting it into the water. Now, I believe this is a natural river, the way it goes back and forth like that, although it is almost too perfectly squiggled. But then we also see some other lines going, but this is not as clear as this guy's stuff. You know what? I just want to see what this was. Oh, that's just details. Okay, I don't even know why I didn't close that already. This was the thumbnail that I used. And in addition to this line going across this little river, I mean, it's obviously a water event. I believe that it's a riverway. It's natural enough for me. I'm not going to say, oh, they created that river. I'm not going to say they created this river. This river flows into the Richat. Now, if there was some type of ancient Atlantis activity, then you would probably see the this area right here getting a little more controlled and higher in water level. And this river, so-called river, went in there. But look at the lines. I'm into the volcanic dikes. You can't tell me these are volcanic dikes, okay? These are dams. I've got 3 of them. Let's take a closer look at them through this guy's website right here. Go to this picture. He's got another one. He's got a lot of great shots. A lot of really good shots. Conspiracy of Cartographers. And he's totally copywriting his stuff. So he's protecting it. He made it hard to copy. I had to do a screen grab. I said, why don't we just go to his website? And now it's not loading up. This is not good. Okay, so here we are looking at this. Now, I wanted to point this out right here. Can we get closer? This is why I needed to be here, because I wanted to zoom in a little closer. So let's go right here. No, that's not going to work out for me, huh? What is going on here? Why is it so difficult? What happened? Okay, so now I'm not seeing it really. That's what I was looking at. And what I thought I was seeing was that so-called plug that Randall Carlson had mentioned all those years ago. I can't remember the details, but it was some type of the same thing that the tower, what is it? Sorry, the Devil's Tower. The same thing that is, it's like some type of a plug. Maybe someone in the comments knows the word. And I thought that was it right there. But now that I zoomed in, we can't get any better over here either. Let me close this. But again, the root page is conspiracyofcartographers.com. And this one is the one I use his zooming feature. Let's take a look what we're seeing here. First of all, I've been looking at this line for a long time. Not sure what it was, but it was pretty straight. And I had been looking at it, but now it's quite clear. It went across the river, and it probably was reaching over here to go across this waterway to dam up water. I'm not sure 100%, but look at this other one right here. Wish I could get closer. I wish I could get closer, but that's really clearly some type of a dam. And right up the river, right next to it, another little damming project going right there. We're seeing all sorts of lines. And go up to this one, and you see this one going perpendicular to the river. Okay, that's amazing enough. But first of all, we can also talk about the Sebket El Guel, which I've been talking about all week long, as the impact crater. Look, the mountains are gone, okay? We've got a ring of mountains, so there's no question that there's going to be a solid ring. And up here, ring of mountains, is it perfect? Something's going on over here, but then something went on over here as well. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is going to be a perfect concentric circle. That middle one's pretty nice ellipse right there. But then the center one, I've been saying again and again, the mountains are missing. What happened to those mountains? Oh, well, there's a crater where the mountains should have been. And that's the Sebket El Guel. Not hard to find another video that I've done about this topic. I believe that's the impact, the strike, the crater that represents what destroyed Atlantis. And now all these hills, they're the gums of the teeth that used to be. So I believe it was much higher, because we already know that these edges are the same height as the outer edge, but wouldn't it have been a little higher? So that just disintegrated the mountains. I stood there and I said that in my previous upload. Check it out. When I visited, I went right there and I did a quick video. A lot of you probably know. I'm not getting a lot of chats. I'm feeling like, okay, so the light is green. We don't have any holdups, but I am almost finished here. I just want to let you know that these new lines are, I mean, I've been looking at this line forever, and now I can see so much clearer. This guy did like some LiDAR, and you see so many more things here. Look at over here, up here at the top. You get these same parallel lines that you're seeing over here. Parallel lines, ridge, 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 ridge. Were they going across the river here? Possibly, but you kind of see something here, but you don't really see it here or here. Why would they do multiple dams? To create energy, to create the force of the... We see these weird lines over here. The force of the water can create energy. Okay, so that's a little clearer. Right here, you've got some ridges. They seem like they might be going across some waterways over here. I mean, this is not a steep territory. It's not steep at all. And, when I've used the topographic map in the past, I've had some luck finding some ridges, but not a lot. Let me go there right now. Mauritania. Yeah, I'm going to try to keep this short. We've got some other things going on today. Whoops. Yeah, is that it? That's it, right? Content now found. What? Let's try that again. I had to hit the enter sign, right? Okay, there we go. That's weird. Never saw that message before. Okay, so as we zoom in, we're going to go to the same location. And you can see the donut is right there. What I initially opened up this topography for was to show you how. Let's take a quick look. So see how flat that is? It's all 2073. I mean, if you right click on this, you can, okay, left click. You can see different heights, 1994, 1961. Okay, the highest is 2073. This says 2011. We don't know what that says because I covered it up. 2071, that's the highest part right there. Okay, that's the highest part. I didn't do that. Okay, let's zoom back in. Let's take another quick look at what we've got going on in here. The highest part's right there. This is like a little, I always thought that was the lowest part in that area, and I thought that was water event right there, but now I'm not so sure. We don't see any of these straight lines, and even if we get way in there, let's try. Let's find one for sure. Okay, so when we get down to about here, there's a bunch of them right there and down here. So let's get to this point and then go south. Make sure we're not going past the top of this ring right there. This ring is where they intersect, right? So if we go in here, no, sorry, not that one. And we find it here. Where's the top ring is here. So we still have some of that water, but it seemed like it was going the other way. We're not seeing any of that in here with the topography map. So that LiDAR, I'm assuming this is LiDAR. If you have more information on this guy, I'm going to reach out to him later. There's another line right here. Why? I have no idea. It looks like damming activity to me. So there you go. Any questions, please ask. I'm great that it's hearing me loud and clear. Yeah, this isn't really giving me much help, but you do see these perpendicular lines going through here. And I'm amazed. I kind of want to take one more look inside the Richat. I can tell you where I've been there real quick using his. Yeah, this is nice because I went right there. Okay, so you see these little ridges right here, and I drove along here because there's a structure here. I think it's right about there. And what I didn't realize is I just had to go a little closer to go to the quarrying, I believe. Okay, see, when Randall Carlson mentioned the quarrying that had been going on there, he was showing pictures out of a survey paper, but what we didn't see was these were quarries, and I'm pretty sure these were the ones he was referring to, but he never really showed them. You have to ask yourself, why is there a perfectly north-south entry point at the top over here? Why is there a perfectly east-west entry point? It looks like there was going to be a perfectly western entry point here, but the mountains are gone. Now, if you go down to the south, that's not true. No point here. The mountains are there. So you kind of wonder if there really is an entry point there, and this just happens to be random. If you're in the whole Team Richat, Team Azores or anti-Richat, whatever boat you float. I was thinking about that other thing that I used in a thumbnail. There were no elephants in the Azores, but Plato wrote about elephants. So creation in the universe, and please, everybody go over there and get to creation in the universe. Well, okay, so Lee is commenting, but let me just say, this video is just about over. Get over to Creation in the Universe video and watch that one today. Subscribe to Creation in the Universe. And a lot of my shorts we worked together on, so he teamed with me on those shorts. Okay, so we have a comment. It looks good. You say, I don't think it's damming activity because it runs downhill. It could be aqueducts from the river, though. Okay, I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Maybe this one? I totally agree about that, by the way. Maybe that is to divert. You say downhill, but let's talk about that. I've got the topography map right here. And when you say downhill, it seems to me that downhill is in this southeastern direction right here. So this river is going in the same downhill direction. I call that the Wadane River. And then you have this crevice, which is kind of going in an opposite but southerly, actually almost perfectly south. So when you talk about that line going across, we can pull that up, maybe take a look at it here. Got to find that. That's not it. Hold on. Yeah, there it is right there. But are we going to see the line? We can kind of see that line right there. I don't think that line's going downhill. Could that be an aqueduct? Yeah, for sure. Could it be, like you say, an aqueduct from the river? Yes, I agree. And by the way, I think the donut was an impact. So I do believe there was a lot of water control up here now, especially. And by the way, that line, yes, these other lines, look at that here. You can see a line going across. You see that all over the place in the Sahara. And the weird thing is, I want to show you one of them. I don't know if I can do it here. Let me go down to this area here and look at these. Oh, you can't do it. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Look at that, the way that goes across. These are like some type of a negative reaction towards some type of a dam or a ridge. You can see the line going down. I'm just going to show you in Google Earth. It's not creation of the universe, it's creation in the universe. Okay, so creation and the universe is actually it's kind of a play on words. It's like a common misprint you might see. Instead of the word and, you see the word in. I'm gonna have to start pushing other channels, but right now, yeah, I wanted to show. What am I doing? I wanted to be up here. Where am I going? Oh yeah, cheat sheet. Cheat sheet is right here. So when you zoom in here, you can see the same thing happening, and luckily we can see it with a three-dimensional view. Of course, they cover it up. So, whoops, why is that happening? So, I believe that this was breakthroughs for some kind of canals. You see it happening in a straight line. You see another one right there that's very interesting. And you say, well, why didn't they just go around? I don't know why they didn't just go around. Probably because it was a body of water and they were following water. Okay, so here you can see this line is clearly cutting across and it leaves this crevice on. By the way, this is new. I think we have a new scan. This is actually very clear. I'm really enjoying this. Something's changed because, first of all, you can see that line going all the way across. When you zoom in, kind of over here, it's not that straight down here. This was underwater. This is like an ancient shoreline. So this part would have been either underwater, or maybe they created some dam to keep the water in here and let the escaping water not escape. Not sure why you would have a line down here if all this erosion happened and then it goes right back up. This is a straight line, but wait, there's more. Okay, it's over here. They have another one. This one, you can line it up. Try it yourself. Here, let's do it so it's in the middle of the screen. Let's line it up right over here. And you can see this line matches that one, which matches that one. Now, down below, you don't see any lines down below making it a dam, but ask yourself, why are those aligned? Why are those aligned? And if you want to get really freaky, ask yourself, why is this strange crevice in the shape of a dog, you know? All right, now I'm pushing it. Okay, I'm just joking about that. Thank you for putting that link up. Oh, there you are, Creation in the Universe. Okay, yeah, welcome over to this live stream, which is just about to finish. I'm just going to go through these comments really quick. Thank you for saying, Chuck Knights, you're listening. Is it evening? Okay, well, it's 3 p.m. here in 10 minutes, so I don't really think it's evening yet. Crooked gray lines, shore. Yeah, no, I believe that there. Yes, Lee Kestner. Let me just put this here. I can record. What? No, not like that. There we go. I can record these chats. So we've had chats from the beginning. Oh, greetings from Iceland. That is so awesome. Thank you, Gero, probably Gero. Um, welcome from Iceland. That's totally awesome, right? Definitely want to come visit Iceland one day. I wonder why they gave it the name Iceland when they gave the other island Greenland, which Greenland has more ice than Iceland. I don't know. Was that the who did that? You want to tell me? I think it was like the Vikings, right? Okay, so getting on here. Thank you, Creation of the Universe, for all your work. You really deserve the subs. And we need to get those longs. Okay, greetings from Holland. I love Europe so much. I feel like I can channel there. I've been to Holland. I've been to the Netherlands. It's funny. People from Holland call it Holland, but we changed it to the Netherlands for some reason. I know there's a reason for that. I've heard about it, but it's just weird that people from Holland still say Holland. Okay, Crooked Gray Line. I think you're talking about the one that I just showed you. Yes, that, and this is a shoreline right here, right? That's, I mean, no, this maybe isn't a shoreline, but when you get down here, it really does look like a shoreline to me. And it's not just this part; it's the fact that you have this consistency, and you have the large playa basin down below with damming activity going through it. Okay, some new comments coming. Let's keep them coming. I got 22 thumbs up. I got 50 watching. So let's see how many thumbs up I can get by asking for thumbs up. I should have asked for those in the beginning, but I really just wanted to show that new stuff. I was really excited about it, and I'll go over it one last time before finishing. That's right. Okay, I was right then. Yes, the Vikings tried to get more people to move to Greenland. I'm glad that I didn't offend you and repeat stereotypical BS. Okay, so these ditches and canals makes me think Atlantis was a type of Teotihuacan. Thank you, Alexius, for your help. Thank you. I got those. I lost 4 viewers, but I got thumbs up, and now I'm going to show the secret stuff. See, and the CJLAS last says the same thing. Holland has, okay, the province thing. Netherlands is all 12 of them, right? Yeah, the two greater ones. So it's more of focusing on a city than it is the country, or maybe a province. If Holland is 2 provinces put together, so what is Holland? A province is bigger than a county, even if you don't use that term. A district, but that's smaller than a province. Interesting. I'll have to look that one up later. Okay, I think we're finished. I did promise to go over this one last time for people who just logged in. If you go over to the video that Creation and the Universe did, by the way, click on his thing and you see that it's Creation and the Universe. Then you can find that video. I got to go through video uploads. And you then take that picture from his screen. You'll see these lines that I've always looked at this line, but I didn't realize it went over to the other side. I've never really seen the 1, 2, and other lines. I really want to know how he did this. Is it LiDAR? We can go to his website and look at it closely. You know, I think that the donut is an impact strike. I think that the Sebket El Guelb is an impact strike. But I do see all sorts of ancient stuff going on. That's a line. That's a line. It looks like a ridge. It looks like it went across the water. This one went across the water. Over here, maybe to the water. Maybe it is an aqueduct. That one went across the river. It's very interesting. Going over here and seeing these lines. Are those pushing water in one direction? Was water coming over this? There's so many questions that I wouldn't attempt to answer. But yeah, conspiracy of cartographers, my new interested. Oh yeah, there's another thing. This line right here looks interesting, but there's something, it's way over here. Can't see it. I want to see it. This one right there, you can barely see it in the corner. That one right there. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, guys, we got a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to check that out, Andy. What do you got there? You're making me want to go. Okay, Andy gives me coordinates. Andy, I'll tell you what, if they work, what is RS, the Richat structure? So if these work, we're going to do it right now. Let's see if they work, Andy. We're going to give it a try. and see what Andy wants to show us. So here we go. We're going to see some strange patterns northeast of the Richat structure. Okay, well, to me, I don't know about that specific spot right there. That just looks like alluvials moving across near what I think is a dry riverbed. Actually, what I believe it is not just a dry riverbed. It's probably more of a riverbed right now coming from the mountains going into the bed. But it is a playa bed, and I believe it goes underneath all the sand. And I believe that we've got a big, huge, ancient sea. But what I think you might be talking about is these other lines right here and here. And I believe this is some ancient quarry project. I mean, I've seen it again and again. Look at these straight lines. So I'm not sure if you're talking about these, but I believe that that's a straight. Okay, so that's modern, more modern. I don't want to say modern day, maybe even thousands of years old, these lines going this way. But I do believe that something started this with cuts. And the cuts was going across this whole plateau. These cuts, especially over here, you can kind of see them without mining activity. It's like, what were they trying to do? Look at those cuts. So, and it's heading right towards the place you gave me to look. So that is an interesting point. Yeah, I believe it's a shoreline. And by the way, this stuff is not the very top plateau. It seems like this mining happens at a lower altitude than the very highest point. I found that in the Grand Canyon area as well. Okay, guys, I really want to get off this. Can't rewind. Matt Dillon, thank you for joining. And the reason why you can't rewind, somebody says it's my fault. Blame it on me. I take full responsibility. It's a live stream, and you usually have that, but I'm doing it through OBS, and I'm not sure if that's what's stopping that. People have complained before. I'm trying to figure out the way to solve that problem. I'm about to finish this anyways. I am surprised to hear you can't rewind. Maybe try a different browser. But yeah, sometimes it takes. I have a green go button here. Everything's going well with the speed. Even though I wasn't happy with my upload speed earlier, my download speed was kicking ass. So I said, screw it, when I found this new information that I just showed. So, Matt Dillon, if you were wondering what's the new information, it's these lines here. I believe they're dams. Okay, guys, that's it. I gotta go. Bye-bye.